Yup, just got done watching Dragon Dogma one episode. It's pretty fun. A little quick review. Heavy spoilers. Uh, the anime's pretty. The animation's obviously a 10 out of 10. Got no problem with the animation. Obviously, I don't know what to expect from one episode. I will say this takes place right after the Blue Saga, it seems. So, uh, I don't know if this is canon to Super. I'm assuming it is canon to Super. That's what I'm going off of. If it is canon to Super, based off right now, I don't know. Maybe they'll like do some memory wiping stuff at the end. It's going to be interesting though because the if it's canon, it's weird that they never ever brought this up in Super. That's why I'm assuming this Daima is not canon to Super because no one in Super ever brought up them being turned into kids. Obviously, I don't know what happens at the end, but at the end of episode one, Trunks, Goten, they're turned into actually infants based on the wish. I'm assuming, so that would mean you know, that would mean either the wish got reverted or this is not canon, and or they wished back to be their normal ages. But I don't really have any criticisms right now or any props other than the animation. It was nice to see. It just shows you like a lot of people were like, a lot of people had this thing about art style. Dragon Ball Z had better art style. It's not. I mean, yeah, animation. It wasn't animation. It was always art style, and they showed it in Dragon Dogma, Daima, Dragon Ball Z Daima. They showed you that it's not animation. It's just art style. That Super chose not to have a certain art style. It has nothing to do with it being in the 90s or the 2000s. It's just the fact that Super didn't take time for its art style until the Tournament of Power. And yeah, the quality of this anime is 10 out of 10 art style, 10 out of 10 animation. It's nice to see Goku back and Vegeta. This episode was basically introducing new characters. Uh, I really wonder, like, it's weird to see Goku turn into a kid again. Or it's weird to see, yeah, the kid from GT because if you didn't know, a lot of people, a lot of fan, a lot of critics of GT. One of the biggest reasons GT had a lot of hate was for turning Goku into a kid. A lot of people did not like Goku turning into a kid. I don't know if that was because of the way he acted or if it was just because he was a kid. I just know GT. One of the reasons a lot of people hated GT was because Goku was a kid, and it's weird because I definitely know that Toriyama and the studio knew that that was a criticism of GT. So I wonder if this is an answer. Like they actually wanted GT Goku. I mean, wanted a kid Goku to have a story, and this is like the answer. Okay, we fucked up. Or I love GT, but basically, like, let's try it again. Let's make it canon, not canon. Also, there will be a lot of boxing apparently because Dragon Dogma, Dragon Daima, keep saying Dogma for some reason, but Dragon Ball Z Daima has characters coming to the video game of Sparking Zero. So obviously, we're going to probably get Kid Goku, Kid Vegeta. Little theories: we might get Gotenks or Vegeta. I mean Gogeta as kid. We might get Gogeta as kids because of them. They might fuse, which is a big brain thing. I'm saying. This is all for nothing but just predictions. But yeah, I think Goku and Vegeta are going to fuse as kids, and we're going to see a young version of Gogeta or Vegeta, whichever one, because they'll probably still be the main characters. Obviously, hopefully, we still get Vegeta based off the trailers. It's not like Vegeta's as from the trailers. It doesn't seem like Vegeta's going to be that big of a main character as he is in Super or the end of Z or Z in general. Uh, yeah, this is only a first episode, so I have really nothing to base it off of. A lot of people said a lot of people are coming after people for having their doubts for Dragon Daima, which was and is me. I don't have doubts because I think it's going to be bad. I have doubts because it's new. I mean, it's normal to have doubts by something that's new. I don't think it's going to be bad, but I'm not just going to be like it's going to be a 10 out of 10 right out the gate. You know, I'm just normal with it. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not hating on it. It's not a continuation of something I know. I don't expect it to be bad, obviously, because it's made by the GOAT. Uh, I'm excited to see the second episode. That's all I really got to say. If I had to rate the first episode of Dragon Ball Z Daima, I'll give it a solid. I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. Mainly because of the throwback animation. That's all it really was. The best about this episode is the throwback animation of Goku versus Vegeta, the sacrifice. Obviously, they skip through all of it, but it was still nice to see that it wasn't animation or the 90s. All it was art style, and that if you take your time to animate something, it will look as good as back in the day. And that's what this proved. But yep, I can't wait until episode 2. I will be tracking every one of these episodes. I do need to get back on One Piece though, but yeah, that's it. I'll be on Dragon Dogma episode 2 when it drops. Peace. Nice in this video and goodbye.